Hi everybody, Reverend Michael, Sinister Sidney, how you doing? It is July 6th, this weekend, which is a Thursday. This weekend, on Saturday night, we have one of our sister haunts, Eagle Hollow out of Eagle, Nebraska, coming in to take a little tour and to check out our lighting. People say we have great lighting. Thank you. But they want to check it out. They have a large outdoor section. They want a little help with their lighting and they want to get some ideas. So they're going to come out. So what that means is that yesterday, which was actually a day off, I spent 7 hours out here realigning, making sure all the lights work, things like. It's July. I don't usually do my lighting this early in the season, but I had to go through and make sure that all my lights worked, things like that. Now I spent like 7 hours out here. I didn't get to eat dinner till 9 o'clock. Then I had chores. I had a shower to take, and I had to get up at 4 a.m. this morning. Which means I got like 4.5 hours sleep. Then I worked a 10-hour and 38-minute shift. And now I have to wait until dark before I can align everything and get it prepared for them. So it's now, I don't know, let's see, it is 7:20. So I got 2 hours till dark. So I'm going around doing some more realigning and verifying and things like that, just biding my time till it gets dark, checking to see. Also, I thought I would go over to Green Hollow and start to run their power section. So that's what we're doing today.
Welcome to Sinister Sidney.
So obviously I'm not going to give away all of my tricks, but I can give some tips. Being an outdoor haunt, lighting itself is unnatural. So my lights, I try to put them, I'm a fan of washes, wide area lighting. So wide area but dim. I try to put them where they're unnoticeable, up as high as possible, and where when you're walking you don't really notice the lights there. For instance, this one that I just placed. Now you can, I don't know if you can see it through the trees up there. Now in the dark you will be able to see little spots, but it's not glaring where you can see it. So I got one up there, and I got another one over there, because that's about as high up as I can get it in that area without it being too wide of a band. So I don't want to glare things. I want stuff to look kind of like moonlight, but themed. I like the basic colors. I like the reds, the blues, and the greens. I never have have lights pointing at the people. My lights are not to highlight stuff. People can do that in their own heads. My lights are to guide them. So I put them far apart, and their washes actually never meet. Whenever possible, they don't. I'm not going to say never. Whenever possible, they don't meet. They guide you forward, and then a little bit beyond, and then you look for the next light to see where to go next. And it works. Some of my lights are 10, 15, 20 feet up in the air. So they do a good area, and if you notice, that's pointing away from me. So the walkers never actually see the bulb themselves unless they happen to turn around. That I tend to find that works best. I like areas that I'll have an area of green, and then it'll switch to an area of blue. Green and red work good together if they're from different directions. I also do not clear out all of the obstacles to the lights, limbs, leaves, things like that, because those make neat shadows and they make it more natural. So it's about 8:12, dusk is setting in, so I'm starting to be able to see stuff kind of. Setting up my tiki torches, making sure they're all well away from where they're positioned. They're well away from anything. Yes, we do use some we do use some natural lighting. Now you can't even see this. Now you might be able to see the red from inside, but there is a light on there also, just a dim light, just enough to bring it out. We'll show that to you later when things get a little bit darker and you can actually see it. I had to clear some tree limbs that had come down on our tunnel, off that one right there. Dead rogue tree. Oh, it's on my back. Had to clear those off, and now I got to go put up our exit light. Now see, coming in now, if I look back here, you can see several lights over there. Now those are from another part of the trail. However, that's not where these people are looking. They're coming here, they're going that way. Once again, never look at the light when they're heading in their direction. These are all, if you can see how they're all turned so that the people are coming up from behind them. And again, I'll show you more on that when it gets darker. All right, well, it's a little after 9 and the sun is going down, and I'm starting to be able to see where my lights are actually pointing. And this is our stage area behind me there. See, this is one of the ones that really I can't get so that it's not viewable, but excuse me, it does give a nice center. Again, I use my lighting to guide, so they come out of the hog shed, which is multiple scenes, and they come down here to the cemetery. Now I have to align some. The idea here is the canopy is lit blue. And there's actually, see, that one has a prop that stands in front of it, so you can't actually see the light itself. And then there is red light shining down into the cemetery on things. So I got to do some aligning there, but time to get started doing it all. So here's a for instance. I come out of the squeeze tunnel to this. Now I'm using that light over there, and I have aligned it so it only lights up around there and down. Now it's not as bright as it looks on here. The video brings out really cool, but it does highlight the stuff here. Again, the white balance is a little weird because of that. Let's see if I can bring that down. No, not really. Okay, anyway. And moving forward, I haven't had a chance to align these yet. Just looking, there's a Babbitt right there. Can you see him? You see him? Sitting there munching. He's not scared of me. He's not scared of me at all. So it's moving on to our circus area. Just enough light on this tree branch, which will still have to be cleared out a bit so it doesn't poke people in the eye. But just enough light there. Now this one here is currently pointing straight down. I need to bring that so its center point is more here than over here. You see, that's where the center point is. This is where I want it to be. And moving forward, see, you got a little bit darker area, but that's because I want the view to be on this, and there's plenty in front of me for people to see already. So I want the view to be on this, which is the Wicker Man, or will be the Wicker Man once it's cleaned back up and put back together. And then a little photo op, I have to have a brighter light on. I don't have any special lights on the front of the building. Don't need them. Want it to be a little, a little creepier. So there's that little section. So again, directional lighting. Right now, you can barely see me. But just on the other side of me, oh, there I am. Oh, look how bright that is. Because that light is pointed away, not at me. Now, I do let light hit limbs sometimes. We have some low limbs in here. We leave them that way on purpose. But if you notice right down here, it goes almost dark. The path does. I mean, it's still there. But I have the ability to see the next area, so they just move forward. Again, it's not really as bright as it looks on the video. But you see, again, I've got dark space between the areas that we're moving. Here we go to a color change. There's actually light here, but it's a very light wash. And then we have a major turn. So I move up using the shadows. And that way you can see the entrance to the next area to be gone into, which would be the shaft. Now, if you remember earlier when I was doing the tiki torches, I looked over to another part of the trail. And I said, see, you can see those lights from here, but you really can't see them when you're going in the direction of travel. Is the direction of travel. Now they allow for good lighting, good shadowing, but you don't really see the lights themselves. They highlight the limbs that people have to walk under, but they're focused on the little things and what's where. You get dimmer light for that one right there. That one's a little bright. One of the problems nowadays, everybody wants bright lights. Everything's gone LED, and for a couple of years there, they had some great 25 watt equivalent LED colored lights. Unfortunately, everything's 40 to 60 watt now, and I want the 25s back. Yeah, something going on over there. Would lead, and here you got a nice dark area. We got a good jump scare here, so I keep that dark. And when we move into the hillbilly area and what's going to be Hell's Kitchen. Now, this looks very dark right now because there's normally a projection in the window on the hillbilly shack. And there's a little fire going over here, so we have some more natural lighting in this. So that's why you can't see that right now. But this here is one of my favorite things. And I need to do a little bit more trimming and a little bit of alignment on that. This light down here, you really can't see, but it does the canopy. It does the canopy so nicely. I just love that. Just love it. I really like this. It's such a simple effect with the tube lights. This is our main queue line walkway. Take note that it goes into blackness. It doesn't really. Right here's where you get read the rules. Move on. Now, I said earlier about the wash light on the shed, on the that thing. That's there now. Go ahead and light the torches. All right, let's do this again. This is with our natural torch lighting going. Ooh, silence. That looks much better. I love that little shack. And it's hard to tell on the video, but the light coming out of the cracks and stuff is red. So it's just got a red light. And you move here forward into, this is a tunnel, this is all tarped. And so they have to trust going into it. There's no direct lighting. I hear chanting. Cool. That is our Swamp Witch Fabala's hut. I just love this. Got a little fire going. Now we have a fluorescent light on here when this is filled. This is filled with water, and it's fluorescent water, so it glows green. It's really cool. All right, so and then we come up to another fairly well lit area. It leads into the building that Annie is not supposed to go into. The kitty. This is a well lit area, playground, into the hog shed. Annie, hey, come here. Come here. Little shit. Like, I know there's mice in here. And this is building lights, so. Oh, meet Chester. If you haven't met Chester yet, meet Chester. He's the protector. He protects this room, this building. Okay, I gotta get this one out of here. All right, now that I got the interloper out of there, this comes out of our spider hollow, which I'm not gonna show you that. That's special lighting. Let's see the Witch's Trail here. Very sparse lighting, but plenty. Plenty. This camera really shows it up good too. Come up here, see I got a dark area. Trust me, you can see in this area with the straight eye. And it moves up to a much brighter area. Plenty, there she goes. Plenty visible. Yeah, she's gonna have fun scaring the crap out of people this year. I can tell that right now. All right. Well, alrighty then. It's about 11 o'clock. I've been up since 4 a.m. But I made it through all my outdoor stuff. Oh, I'm in the dragon tunnel right now, and I got a work light on in here because it's normally pretty dim and psychedelic stuff. Wanted to show you something cool though. We're gonna build a dragon. We got all the makings to build our own dragon. Can you see that? That's right. It's dragon fodder right now, but it's gonna be dragon. I hear coyote. So that's about it. Tomorrow I have the day off, otherwise I wouldn't be up this late. 20 hours, that's too much. Oh, it's only 19 hours, isn't it? I got up at 4, it's only 11. I'll be up for another good hour or two anyway. Still got to go down, shut power off, things like that. Find the coyotes. But as of right now, I think I'm pretty much ready to show it off on Saturday, so that's cool. I'm happy about that. Tomorrow, I think, and I'll video it, I'm going to start running some power into Green Hollow. I know I need more lights. I need green lights. Green lights are hard to find, especially those 25 waters I'm talking about. If you know of a... Now, I don't like the new LEDs that have the 4 bars in them. I like the ones from a couple of years ago that are just like green plastic, and they're low wattage or low equivalent wattage, whatever. They're like 2-watt LEDs. I don't know, something like that. Um, but so if you got a hint on where to get those, if you know what I mean, you know where to get them. I want like 25, 20, 15-watt equivalent, those things in green, red, and blue. If you got, hook me up, man, hook me up. All right, I'm tired. It's been a long night. Oh yeah, I got to put this thing together and put it out yet. So I'll be up for a while yet. See you in the funny pages.